Dr. Marshall was formally trained in mathematics and chemistry. He began his career in operations research for a chemical company tasked to optimize production. However, he took ill with a parasitic infection, which altered the direction of his career. He was driven to use his training in nutrition in order to try to heal from the parasitic infection. As you well know, here in America, in the US, parasites don't exist. They stopped at the Mexican border, at the Canadian border, and they stopped somewhere 30,000 feet above us, you know? Okay, when you came back from Africa, they just died up there. And so he obviously couldn't get help with the medical profession, so he figured it out himself. It took years, but he not only found a cure, he also gained extraordinary knowledge about how the body works and how to heal it. Along the way, he developed Nutrition, Health, and Activity Profile, which is a computerized service for practitioners. In turn, they began sending all of their most difficult clients to Dr. Marshall so he could learn more. And it continues to this day, and now Dr. Marshall has a 6-month waiting list. Along with the career as a PhD certified nutritional consultant and I don't know what that DACBN is.
That's a diplomat of the American Board of Chiropractic Nutrition. And the other one is, I'm a past president of the International American Association of Clinical Nutritionists.
There you go. Did you catch that? Okay. But along with his career, he was poisoned by that genetically modified tryptophan. Remember when tryptophan was taken off the market? It wasn't because tryptophan was bad. It was because they had made the tryptophan using a genetic modification, which then made the tryptophan highly, highly toxic. And that's why it killed some people. He was the only survivor of 128 people who experienced eosinophilic syndrome, which was caused by that toxic tryptophan. It took 20 years before the FDA allowed tryptophan back on the market because they didn't do their research right. Again, it wasn't the tryptophan. The syndrome, he was the only survivor of 128 people who experienced the syndrome as a result of the genetically modified tryptophan poisoning, which affects the lungs in particular. And you can imagine when your lungs get compromised, your oxygen level gets compromised, which means everything gets compromised. Of the syndrome, eosinophilia myalgia.
Eosinophilia myalgia syndrome,
Myalgia,
EMS.
it's misspelled here. Doesn't matter. Okay, so please give a warm hand to Dr. Marshall.